Where does he get those wonderful toys?
So, D here, and I want to talk about why having all the fancy equipment in the world isn't necessarily going to make you successful.
It's time to Ink Positive. Tips and insight from the Tattoo VO.
Yes, of course, if you do have access to the best studio stuff and the best equipment, you are a bit ahead of the curve, right? I mean, that's a great starting point. However, until you have the training in your ability to do what you need to do behind that mic and in that booth or in that studio and know how to use that equipment properly, there is no point in having all of it, okay? I'm going to tell you this right now, guys. I use the Sennheiser 416. I love it. I didn't spend a whole boatload of money on it. I actually got it secondhand and it works freaking fantastically. I started with a very modest setup in my old row home in Baltimore out of the third bedroom that was basically what we used for storage. And I had about $150 to $200 worth of equipment in there and about $100 worth of soundproofing stuff in there. And yeah, it wasn't the best thing in the world. And I'm sure I lost out on a lot of gigs because I didn't have perfect sound quality. However, I was able to book enough stuff to build up and then grow from there to one of those blanket booths. And then I built one of those, out of the PVC pipes and moving blankets. And then the move to Florida and then having to redo closet studio after closet studio when we were renting. And now finally have my ideal studio here in our new home in sunny Ruskin, Florida. So the point is, it also came down to learning how to use everything properly. You can have a great mic if you're not leveling it right, if you're not using the right interface to complement it. What kind of system you're running on your computer. Does your computer have enough RAM to kill latency and all these other things that go into your audio mix and your signal chain? Do you have the right preamps? Do you have, obviously, the right setup in your recording space? All these things are so vital. And of course, most vital of all is your ability to do the work properly. So, being able to voice act, to deliver what your clients want while you're behind those mics, whether they're fancy $3,000 U87s or, a $50 mic you grabbed off of Amazon. The point is, you got to know what you're doing with it in order to succeed and to keep shining.